Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday afternoon. How's everyone doing? Dee, thank you for the countdown. Appreciate it. Mike is in the building. Hey Mike, hey Chris, hey Mars, welcome. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Dogecoin breaking out. And when is that going to happen? We're accumulating now. Doge is going to take off. Not financial advice. Just telling you what I'm doing. And some of you guys too. Telling us in the chat that we are accumulating Dogecoin. That's right. 6.1 cents. 6.1 cent Doge. Remember when Doge was like 8 cents, 7 cents? And we were like, oh, I can't wait till Doge like just dips below 7 cents. I'm going to buy a lot. Well, look where it is now. We're going to talk about support levels. We're going to talk about Doge taking off and when that could happen. There's a couple things that could change. You know how Doge trades, but overall, solid support. We'll get into all of that. So let me drop down here in the corner like I do. Get the charts nice and big. We'll talk about this white squiggly line and this red squiggly line. If you were with me on Monday, that's when I drew those lines, and I'll be zooming out in just a minute. We'll take a look at all of that. Ryan, welcome. There you are, Ariel. Hello. Crash says, should I go ahead and buy to make it 1 million? You might as well. 19,000 Doge left. Might as well. At 6 cents? Yeah. I mean, we could see a little bit bigger of a dip, but right now, it's just not looking like the whole thing is going to crash. Like all of this, like SBF jury, the jury has been selected, the trial's beginning. It's not a good look for crypto, but all of that FTX mess has already happened. The only FTX mess coming forward is the continuing sell-off of coins and tokens that FTX holds as part of its bankruptcy reorganization thing, whatever it's doing, of which I think Solana is probably going to be hurt in the next couple of years because there's going to be huge sell-offs of Solana tokens, but there's an unlocking thing that spreads out over the next few years for that. So it's not all going to happen at once. And Sol has been pumping actually, which is a surprise to me. I got out of Solana, both in my personal portfolio and in the Kriss DCA portfolio, because I just don't think Solana is going to do as well as other coins, and particularly Dogecoin. So we bought more Dogecoin in the Kriss DCA portfolio, and I didn't have any Cardano, and so what I did in my portfolio was I swapped Solana for Cardano. So far, since then, Solana has outperformed Cardano a little bit, but I think that's going to change. We can talk about that too. Whatever else you guys want to talk about, leave a comment in the chat. And if you haven't already, hit the like button as well. Always hit those likes. We don't have near enough likes so far, so let's do that. Get this stream out, more people coming in. If you're watching on the video replay, because all of my streams become videos on my channel, that means you missed out. I'm on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, and then on Fridays I'm on late for those that can't see me earlier, so I come on at 10 o'clock on Friday nights. So come join on the streams, and I always fill in with videos along the way. One of the videos I'm going to make in tomorrow is going to be a follow-on to today's stream, talking about when the crypto market is going to take off. But Dogecoin could have its own catalyst, and it could break out even before the rest of the crypto market does. So I'm just feeling good things, good things happening in crypto right now. And it's all kind of building right now. So what's on this chart here? Well, on Monday during the stream, we were talking about the bearish versus the bullish. Two scenarios that could play out. And we were looking at a couple articles that were kind of talking about that. And then I gave my opinion of what that could look like. So this is the Dogecoin chart. We're at 6.12 cents right now. And if I zoom out, let's go to the 4-hour chart here. And I pull this over. And this is what we've been watching, right? We've been watching these tails down and buying on the dips. This is just us buying into our portfolio on the dips. But we also have the bigger picture. If I go to the daily and I zoom out, we've got the bigger picture of these 6-cent dips that have been happening here. Let's see, we got June, mid-August, early September, and late September into October. So we have these 4 times where Doge has just dipped below 6 cents and it gets eaten up, bought up, and Doge price comes back up. Dogecoin has not been trading in the 5s except for these wicks. It's always traded right back up. And guess what we just had this week? If I go back to the 4-hour chart, we had another dip here yesterday, right down to 6 cents, and then it comes right back up. That is the strongest support line I have ever seen of any cryptocurrency, is that 6-cent line. Yes, it dips below, right? And it just grabs all of those limit orders that are there from 599 down to 595, sometimes even 590, depending on what's going on. While other cryptos are dipping even further, Doge is grabbing all of those limit orders, buys, and then it comes right back up over 6 cents. And we've seen that 5 times now on 5 major moves, downward moves in crypto. We've seen Dogecoin hit that 6-cent mark, just come below, and then jump back up. And we've been taking advantage of a number of those at 595, 599, buying a bunch of crypto into portfolio, and I've been also adding to my own personal stash as well. So the question is, what happens going forward? Where are we going to go from here? That's what you guys want to know, right? Where's Doge going to go from here? And I mapped out these 2 scenarios here. I've got the white one, which is the bullish scenario, where Dogecoin had traded up to 6.4, and then there was the retrace. And with that retrace, what would we see? We could see Doge trade down and come back up, maybe come somewhere near 6.3, 6.35, dip again, and if it can overtake 6.42, come back and retest and then move up, that's pretty bullish right there. The bearish is it comes down, does a little bit of a rise, comes down close to 6, maybe trades back up to 605, 607, and then it does one of these dips down to 595 or something like that. and maybe a time to grab some more down here. So those are the two scenarios, and we're going to watch those as we go forward. Maybe it's going to cut the difference. Right now, though, instead of having this sideways trading, instead what Doge is doing is there's a higher volume and more volatility. We haven't seen that in months, right? We haven't seen that in months. I kind of like the more volatile trading of Dogecoin than just the no volume, just barcoding sideways trade. That's boring. We had a little excitement in there. So I prefer this kind of movement in the price. And as we're now in October, right? October, we're betting on the bulls. But there is some bearish sentiment still. And with that bearish sentiment, we may still see some dips. So I still have a little cash on the side. The Kriss portfolio also has some cash on the side, just in case this bearish scenario plays out and we see Doge come down into the fives. Going to buy some more. And if that doesn't happen and it's the bulls, we're like 94% already into crypto in the portfolio. And I'm about that same percentage in my personal. So that's fine by me. If I don't buy any more at this low price, that's okay. I'm going to be good. But if it does come down again, I'm going to buy some more. So we'll see how that plays out. So that's a bit on the chart. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin 27.7. Bitcoin has been showing a little more movement here up, which is strong. A lot of good news looking ahead on Bitcoin, particularly the spot ETFs and more and more. There's like former BlackRock execs. We'll look at one of those articles in a little bit, saying that it's almost a given they're going to get approved. And when those spot ETFs get approved, that's a lot of money flowing into crypto. So we'll be watching that. The other big news was XRP yesterday, going on a bit of a run here. That was nice. That was after the earlier run that it had last Friday, and it retraced down. We then have this run. Great to see. And it looks like XRP now, there were some profit takers. XRP came down and now moving back up. And the other big one was Avalanche. Avalanche, finally, after being beaten down for months, making a move. They're getting into the friend tech business with this star something or other. So that's looking good for Avalanche. Avalanche was up near like a top 10 coin, and it dropped down to number 20, just got beaten down, mostly because the tokenomics have been bad. A lot of additional AVAX tokens coming onto the market, which isn't good. But it's good to see for those AVAX holders, this upward movement, going to get some more people buying into Avalanche, and we're going to see this price action come up. So that's good for Avalanche. Link has been solid and strong since it came back, back up over $6.50 here on September 18th. This was. So a lot of people talking about Link doing great, and Render as well. And we have Render in our Kriss portfolio as well. In fact, Render is our highest earner by percentage. We go to our portfolio and we say, best performer, Render. We're up $58, 15% on Render. Our worst performer right now just happens to be Dogecoin, but that's just on a dollar amount, not a percentage amount, just because we have so much percentage of Dogecoin in our portfolio. Now at 38% of our portfolio is Dogecoin. So that's what we got. No D, don't have any Anchor. I haven't followed Anchor in a long time. Are you bullish on Anchor? I haven't looked at Anchor in a long time. 1.9 cents. So it looks like it's been bopping over 2 cents a couple times here. Let me go back to the daily and zoom out a bit. Yeah, Anchor's down. This move in February here was pretty strong, up to 5 cents. But then look at that dump afterwards. Wow. You sold your SHIB. SHIB always has a chance for a big percentage gain. Anchor, if it's under 2 cents now, if it just goes back to where it was at February at 5 cents, that's a 2.5%. So that's pretty good. But yeah, it's almost at its lows. I mean, here's where it was back here at the end of December. It was down here at 1.5 cents. So 1.9. If you believe in the project, that could be a good entrance point. So we'll see about that. I should have kept my Solana. There's a lot of big Solana fans out there. I just don't know what's going to happen with all these tokens from FTX over time. There's this huge percentage of the overall supply. And they're just going to be sold off when they unlock. And it's a lot of tokens. So we'll see. I know if you look at the top 10 coins now, here's Solana, number 7. It has moved up from number 10 to number 7. It's past Cardano by like $500 million now over Cardano. But I think Cardano is going to flip Solana back, is my outlook. And it's going to take a little while, but I think Cardano is going to flip back Solana. We'll be watching it. And of course, Doge is going to flip both of them when Doge takes off. So we'll be watching that. We will be watching that. In the short term right now, we're getting a little move up with Doge, which is good. And we'll be watching that during the stream here. Up to 6128, almost to 613. So we'll be watching Doge during the stream, maybe going up. So Dogecoin, is a breakout coming, right? That's what we're talking about. Is the Doge breakout coming? Doge stepping into October. The crypto market is not yet out of the bearish woods. Most assets have been struggling to make northward strides on the price front. Even amid the humdrum environment, community members have been keen about Doge. At press time, the ticker Doge was a trending topic in the business and finance genre on X Twitter. Doge just keeps showing up. And that's because we have volatile trading now, which is great. Like that boring trading we had in July and August, September, was just putting everybody to sleep. Now we've got some good trading, good volume, and a lot more people talking about Dogecoin. Towards the end of September, Dogecoin had initiated an uptrend. It ended up appreciating by almost 7%, claimed 6.42 cents. However, it was profit taking, right? Gains were wiped out right after, and the downtrend happened. So we saw that downtrend come back down. Now we're back near support. So what does that say going forward? Well, one of the things that's happening is the open interest. Open interest chart on Doge has been positive, mostly green. That means that there's only occasional dips down into the red when the interest and outflows of Doge happens. The rest of the time, it's positive. That's a pretty strong indicator to me about Doge going forward. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin tumble amid recession worries. So this is what we've got, right? October temporarily postponed. We've got this, the treasury yields. We talked about that on Monday and how that is almost historic, what has happened with treasury yields. And that is not good for risk on assets and investors overall. However, with crypto maybe taking its own path, we could see some change from the stock market into crypto. because there's a lot of pundits out there who are betting the stock market is going to turn around and go down, but not necessarily crypto following because of all of this excitement building for crypto, Bitcoin, just more and more being in the mainstream, particularly with the BlackRocks and the Vanguards and Grayscale and ARK Invest, all preparing for these spot ETFs to get approved. Again, we'll talk about that in a minute. Heads or tails, potential Dogecoin path is teased. Another article, in this article was just today, but on Monday, I was doing the bears and the bulls and looking at, sort of the different paths that the Dogecoin price could take. Heads or tails, right? Heads or tails. What's it going to be? Growing uncertainty in digital currency ecosystem at the moment, Dogecoin is flashing a potential signal that suggests a major reversal is imminent. Notably, the market outlook is characterized by volatility, which we've seen, right? Erratic rise and fall in the growth rate of its market cap. Dogecoin now on the bearish side of the trend. However, with that, what does that mean? As it stands, the odds are likely in the hands of market bulls, despite the intensity of the current sell-off. The sell-off positioning Dogecoin for a rebound, as the price depression is historically accompanied by a bullish recovery. So, what are the factors coming forward for Dogecoin? Well, we know when Bitcoin takes off, Dogecoin usually follows. Bitcoin usually at a greater percentage than Doge. But when there's something particularly for Doge, let's say Elon says that the SpaceX Doge 1 mission is actually happening in November. As soon as Elon says that, rocket ships. That's what we get for Dogecoin, rocket ships. So do you want to be waiting for that? Or do you want to have already been accumulating? I'm just saying. We don't know. But that could be. Crypto analyst says Dogecoin will only rally if bulls can find some demand. Spots crucial support level. Okay, this is Crypto Tony. We've talked about Crypto Tony before. He's talked about Doge. Solid 6-cent line. He's looking at the same line. He sees this downward trend line for resistance, and he sees just on the charts that means breakout. Okay, but we also know, particularly with Doge, highlighting Doge's potential, Crypto Tony stated, we all know the game plan on Doge, right? Based on a chart shared by him, Doge is expected to reach levels of around 17 cents before April 24. April of 24 is when the Bitcoin halving happens. So if Doge is at 17 cents, that's almost a 3x from here. How does Doge get to 17 cents? A 3x. A 3x for Bitcoin takes it to its all-time high. A 3x for Doge, it's just 17 cents. Actually, 18 would be the 3x. It's like 2.8x or something to 17 cents. How does Doge get there, where Bitcoin is only expected to be between, say, 35 and 40K, which isn't even a 2x for Bitcoin? So how does Doge get to 17 cents? Catalyst. We've been talking about catalysts, right? Payments on X, SpaceX, Doge 1 mission. I'm just saying, when those things happen, buckle up. That's when the breakout happens for Dogecoin. So, could Dogecoin benefit off Elon Musk's next move? Again, all these articles are today. So, as these articles come out, it's all in anticipation of what's going to happen. I don't think it's any coincidence that there's Article after article after article coming out talking about this stuff. I just bring it to you on a daily basis because no one else is doing it. So I would appreciate if you go out onto your social media platforms and you invite people to join Kriss Packs talking about Dogecoin. Because this is the accumulation time. This is the time we're waiting for good things to happen. And when it happens, Dogecoin is not going to be the number 9 cryptocurrency. Number 9 is good, though. All these people saying months ago, oh, Dogecoin is dead. Doge is dead. It's still a top 10 cryptocurrency. So it's not dead. But it could be back up to number 7, shooting for number 6. Because Dogecoin at $8.6 billion market cap does a 3x. Guess what? It's over 25 billion, which passes USDC. That's what Dogecoin can do by April of 24. According to Crypto Tony, what do you guys think? That's where I am with Dogecoin. That's what we've got. Hey, Gene, how are you? What's my price prediction? End of 2024. Oh my God, we still have to get through 2023. At the end of 2023, I will be putting out my video for what I think Dogecoin will be at the end of 2024. It's too soon to look at that. We got to see what happens between now and the end of 2023 before we start getting into end of 2024. What's going on with SpaceX? Anything new there? What's going on with X Twitter? Anything new there? What else is happening? Particularly January of 2024. Guys, and this is my video tomorrow I'm going to be doing. January of 2024. Because this former BlackRock senior executive says 150 to 200 billion dollars will flow into Bitcoin funds after the Bitcoin spot ETF is approved. And when is that date? That date, in my opinion, is going to be January. By mid-January 2024. And it's not just going to be ARK Invest, which is the first one. And we'll be talking more about that in my video tomorrow. Not just ARK Invest, but most likely they're all going to get approved at the same time, including BlackRock, Grayscale. They'll just do them all at once so that one company doesn't have an advantage over the others. With all of that happening with Bitcoin, we're going to see Bitcoin take off. And we're going to see the entire crypto market taking off. That's January 2024. Now, there are good things that can happen between now and then on their own, but won't be as big as that. And as typically Bitcoin goes, so does the rest of the market. But we know Doge can have its own catalysts, which can take off. And what does Hasib say? Of course, to the moon. So all those fun videos that I play at the beginning of my live streams, you'll be seeing more and more of them. And I'll be making new ones as well because they're fun to make. It's just been a long summer and a long year and a half of bear market for Doge, where it's kind of tough making rocket ship to the moon Dogecoin videos when mired in a bear market. But we're seeing all of this bullish news come out, It's just right on the horizon, guys. It's right on the horizon now. We're getting there. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but it's coming. It's coming. So right now, look, Doge is just going to kind of settle in between my red and white lines in here, most likely. And we'll see which way does Doge go. Is Doge going to be very bullish over the next week and it's going to come up to the white line? Or is it going to be bearish and it's going to come down to the red? We will be watching that. Join me Friday night, 10 o'clock. Friday night, 10 o'clock. Late night, Fridays, we have fun. Usually have a little drink, kind of hanging out. The live streams are a little more laid back. But right now I'm pretty excited just with all of this news I just shared. That is exciting for me. Because it's been a long time coming. It's a long summer and it was hard to really make motivational, positive videos and live streams over the summer just because you knew it was just going to be bad. And it certainly was. I mean, 6-cent Dogecoin. We got 7-cent Dogecoin. That was okay. Wasn't great, but 6-cent Dogecoin is still just, it's worth more than this. We know this. Tumquat. Good name. Nice to hear good news, man. Holding 75,000, average of 4 cents. Nice. Nice gains. Yeah, I have been working out. Thank you for noticing. Yep. I got to stay in shape. So, yep, I do my workouts. Especially in a bear market. Good working out. Got to keep the juices flowing, right? Again, monthly, this is the history of Bitcoin's returns on a monthly basis. Right now, 2023, October is 1.6%. It's a start. We're still early and we're only 4 days in, right? Bitcoin is up 1.5%. Traditionally, Bitcoin has been green many more times than red for the month of October. And that's where October comes from, is this history. I mean, look at this. Even in the bear market in 2022, Bitcoin was up 6% in October. 2021, 27%. 2020, when the bear market was, or the bull market was just starting, the last bull market, up 29%. And then we had the year before, which was the end of the previous bear cycle, Bitcoin was up 10%. So that's why there's a lot of positive thinking about October, just based on those returns. 4 years ago, up 10%. 8 years ago, 2015, Bitcoin was up 31% for the month of October. The month I'm looking for most is going to be January 2024. We could see, well, this past January was 39%. The 2020 was 29%. The 2013 was 54% return for Bitcoin. That's the kind of movement I think Bitcoin can make in January. Again, I'll be talking about this in my video tomorrow. But since you guys are here live, we're talking about it now too. A little preview. This is the kind of excitement that we've been waiting for. I mean, 2022 was bad. I mean, look, April down 18%, May down 17%, June down 33%, a little recovery in July, up 20%, but then down 14% in August, down 3% in September. Little recovery, October 6th, but then November down 16%. That's a bad year. And we lived through it. We lived through it. And Dogecoin during this year just kept going down, down, and down. Dogecoin actually dipped to its lowest in June of 2022 when it hit 4.9 cents. So if anybody grabbed Doge then in June of 2022, that was a good pickup. Now we're talking about dips to 5.9, but in June, 2022, it was 4.9. This is what that chart looked like. That was the dip. June 2022, all the way down to 4.9 cents. Right there, right above me. Right there. Huge dip. Now that followed the Luna crash, and then we had that Celsius and Voyager crash. That was pretty tough. And Doge did a huge dip. I mean, Doge was like 13 cents before then. From 13 cents all the way down to 4.9. Ouch. We had Elon buying Twitter, very exciting for Doge, but then typical like shorting, sell off, profit taking, Doge went right back down. Bear market, right in the bear market. Not good timing for something big like that. But as we're coming out of the bear market and going into a bull market, this type of move by Doge most likely would not be followed by such a huge decline. We wouldn't see that big. There would be some, there always is. We even had it back in the bull market before, where Doge would move up and then it would retest down, profit taking, and then go up a second leg. So we've seen Doge do that before. And that's perfectly expected to happen. The next huge move up, there'll be some decline. We thought this was the start of it here, March into April. But yeah, it wasn't time for the bull market yet. So here we are, right above 6 cents. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? So this is what we'll be watching. Bogdan, do you think the bull market will be ending before 24 ending or beginning or 25? Well, in the past, the bull market starts on the even year and ends sometime during the odd year. So bull market began in 2020 and went into 2021. Doge had its own catalyst, that whole thing, April into May, right before the Saturday Night Live, Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live. And that was kind of the end of the big bull for Doge, although Doge recovered somewhat later. But Bitcoin saw a double top, 64K, and then in November of 2021, 69K. So 2025 would be 4 years later. If you're looking at the 4-year cycles, we could see 2025 as being a continuation of the bull market that is, I think, is going to be starting in 2024 and maybe even earlier in 2024 than we've seen in the past. So Doge One launch, XApp integration, Cybertruck. Yeah, Cybertrucks. There are some Cybertrucks out there already, but the main production ones will be coming out later this fall. I don't know if that really reflects on Dogecoin directly, but imagine Elon Musk says, hey, guess what? Tesla is going to be accepting Bitcoin for payments for cars again. And oh, by the way, we'll take Dogecoin too. Can you imagine that? Could happen. Don't know. Don't know. So, yeah, Ryan, Cybertruck spotted in San Antonio. They've been spotted around the country. There's a few of them out there. We're going to be seeing a lot more of them when they start rolling off the assembly line, and they're going to be shipped all over the country. Of course, all those people who had those pre-sales from like a year ago, they get them first. If you wanted one now, you would have to put in your order now, and you won't see it for 6 to 9 months, probably at the earliest. So good luck getting your Cybertruck. Yeah, with the Honda thing, I'm surprised the Honda thing wasn't really a bigger deal. I talked about this the other day. It's not accepting cryptocurrency directly like Tesla was doing with Bitcoin. It's through this third party. So you can use a number of different cryptos. But I'm really surprised that that didn't become a bigger thing. So I don't know what happened to that, but I thought that would be pretty big. You can buy Honda cars using cryptocurrency. I guess probably because Honda itself wasn't really promoting it. It was really more the third party FCF pay or whatever it's called. So yeah, that wasn't as big a deal as I think it could have been. So I don't know. I don't know why that didn't take off much bigger. In my opinion, I just can't really say. Follow me on X Twitter if you haven't already. Had a fun post today of possible cover for next year's Madden game. It's a fun thing. But we have fun as well, posting other things on Twitter, X Twitter. So follow me at Kriss, X Twitter. Having fun. And of course, you can join my YouTube channel here. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. That doesn't cost you anything, just a button. But if you want to join the channel and become a member, then you become eligible to receive Dogecoin out of this portfolio. When we sell this portfolio, hopefully at the top of the bull market, half of the profits I'm sharing with you guys in Dogecoin. And in order to receive that, you got to join the Kriss channel. That's how it's going to work. Those that have been members longer will receive a larger percentage. So get in early. I'll be feeling good. I have so much confidence in the price of Dogecoin particularly, which right now is 38% of this portfolio. But I still have $627 to spend. And that's probably all going to be on Doge. We'll see when we do that purchase. So yeah, Doge will be over 40% of the allocation. But with you guys back in July, we were picking out which coins we would be buying together. And so we did get some Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP, Litecoin, Algorand. Some of which these are already in profit. Bitcoin is in profit. Our average price is $26.9 on Bitcoin. Our average price on Ethereum is $16.40, and both of those are over that. XRP, we were buying, we're a little high on the XRP, 58-cent average, but that XRP price is going to blow right past that. This is all going to be positive. It's all going to be in the green. This $10,000 that I put in here, how big is that going to get in the bull market? If that goes to $40,000, that's $30,000 profit. And I will take $15,000 of that profit and share it with you guys, paying you in Dogecoin. That's the deal. So I appreciate the support of you guys that are watching me. We're going to have fun. This is going to be a fun couple of years coming up. It's been a long bear market. We have the feeling that the bulls are going to break out. And with that, we're going to make money. You guys are going to make money in your portfolios. Hopefully, if you bought Doge at a high price, Doge comes back to that price, and then you're in the green. That will be great. Some of us bought Doge at a lower price, and so we're already in the green, but we're not holding when Doge goes all the way through 70 cents again. We're going to take some profits, and we're going to talk about that when we're in the bull market, of how you can skim some profits and enjoy a little bit. Will you sell at exactly the top? Most likely not. You'll miss out on some profits maybe, but taking some profits is never a bad thing. I wouldn't recommend selling all your Dogecoin. In fact, me, this old guy, is probably always going to have Dogecoin. I'm never going to sell it all, but I'll sell some. And the Doge that I sell isn't going to matter much from the overall price. I mean, look how many Dogecoin there are. 141 billion Dogecoin, and it grows every day. So me selling, 25%, my scalp, take some profit, maybe another 25-cent scalp, take some profit. That's not going to affect the price. Just little old Kriss packs, selling some of his Doge. Take a little profit, enjoy it. And then maybe the next time, just wait through the bear market and then buy again at the bottom. And let's do it again in 4 years. Yeah, exactly, D. What will the Doge low be after the bull run? Exactly. That's what I'm going to be buying again, right? Maybe sell half, right? Ride it out in cash, have some fun with some of those profits, do some fun things, and then buy back in 2027, August of 2027, maybe June. We'll see what's going on. It'll be interesting. What will the new bottom be? Will it go back all the way to 6 cents again? Or will it be some higher number that's going to be the bottom? I don't know. Will be interesting to see, that's for sure. Yeah, Tom Clot, same thing. Yep, sell some, maybe like half, and then buy back in the summer of 2027. Hard to think that far ahead, but you got to have a strategy. And we learned back in May of 2021 what not to do. Diamond hands. Doge is going to $1, guaranteed. There's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. I was guilty. I bought Doge at 2 cents back in January of 2021, rode it all the way up and all the way back down, and I still have all that Doge. I bought a lot more since then, but I did not take any profits. I was riding the wave. We learned, though. Next time, do it better. Anyway, look forward to my video tomorrow. We'll be talking about the when I think the crypto bull market will actually begin. And then Friday night, we'll be live again, 10 o'clock, though, late night Friday. Join me then. Appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.